Good evening, gentlemen. This is Fred Duff, enjoying my actually from leaving Virginia, heading for North Carolina, pulled off of the side of the highway to be able to help get this unbelievable presentation launched tonight. We're excited about it. We're excited that you are here tonight. And listen, if you're a guest here tonight, no matter what tonight, at least thank the person who invited you because they thought enough of you. Sit back, relax, get a pen and paper, and so take a few notes and get your questions answered if you have some at the end. We're excited about you being here. But let me just tell you who's going to do the presentation tonight. Number one, first of all, we blow you away a guess. Oh my gosh. Man, look, I got my seatbelt on for a reason. Got it on for a reason. You're going to need it too. Tonight, we got the great Ashley Rowland. Although I think she's in Florida right now, I would think. But I don't know that for a fact because her and her husband saw it after the States. Right now, I'm telling you, if Ashley said, I'd like to go to Japan, they would flip out and try to get her there and booking that. You know why people want her and her husband? Because they love having fun. They know 100% about the company. And more importantly, they love helping people with their health and possibly with their wealth. Ashley, let's have it. Bring us a partner.co
Thank you,
presentation, girl.
Fred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love co-hosting Monday nights with you. And listen, just like Fred said, just relax. You're a guest. If you've been invited here to take a look at something, listen, this can help change your life from a health standpoint, but more importantly, from a financial standpoint. So you're about to see what we saw, just like you going right through life. I mean, I had my dream job of being a stay-at-home mom. That's all I ever wanted to do when I grew up. So I was getting to live out my dream job. My husband Todd had his dream job of being a high school football coach. That man ate, slept, and breathed football. He did not have to teach in the classroom. So he truly had his dream job. So although we both had our dream job, it was not giving us our dream life. At 30 something years old, 3 kids at the time, we now have 4. We found ourselves living paycheck to paycheck. Nobody ever grows up to do that. Nobody ever dreams of growing up to do that, right? Life just starts happening. And it just seemed like no matter what we did, we never could quite get ahead. We painted houses. We had a fencing company in the summer, waited tables, worked in doctor's office, you name it, we did it. But we were always trading time for money. So what you're about to see, we got started on a very part-time basis, but over time, it walked us right into a full-time income. And this has allowed us to truly be able to live out our dream life. So the name of the company is Partner.co. We are a global company. We're in over 50 countries around the world. So we're so much bigger than just being in a small town here in Alabama or Florida. But more importantly, what makes us so unique and different from any other company out there is that we're partnered with doctors from all over the world. So all of our products are doctor created, but they're backed by science. And the one thing that they all have in common is a no compromise philosophy. What does that really mean for you and I? What it means is that all of our products come with 0 negative ingredients. But more importantly, they all come at clinical doses versus the products that we go buy off the shelf or we order online. They're just fairy dusted with the ingredients. Because at the end of the day, what really matters is getting real results from the products. So within our company, we have over 100 products. We've got like 3 different liquid superfoods. We've got a whole nutritional supplement line. We've got a clean energy drink. We've got balancing hormones, weight loss, athletic performance. We can hit anybody, anywhere, any phase of life that they may be going through. For me, I was already purchasing 3 to 4 products in any one of these given industries. But here was the deal. I was ordering them online. I was going to the big box stores. And here I was taking these products and getting little to no results. So now I've got a cabinet full of half-used products, and here I sit, no different today than what I did when I started trying on that journey of trying those products. So what I did is now I just redirect my spending through myself, get high-quality products, but at the end of the day, get real results. But here we're only going to talk tonight about this one product. This product is called the Body Balancing Drops. or what you might know them as the skinny drops, or happy drops, magic drops, liquid discipline. They've got a lot of great nicknames out there. They're all homeopathic, all natural drops. And what it is 2 bottles that come in a box. The first bottle is a clear liquid. It's a blend of over 10 different plant leaf extracts. You're going to put it underneath your tongue 3 times a day. And what it's going to do is it's going to help support your thyroid, whether it's high or low, and help get that back in balance. It's going to help support your pancreas and help line out those insulin levels. And when that starts happening, your sugar cravings start coming down, and it helps start controlling your appetite. And now you can make really smart decisions. And it's going to also help detox your body. The second bottle is Accelerate. And so within that, you can take that 2 to 3 times a day. Both of these are you put them both underneath your tongue 3 times a day, and it gets sublingually absorbed into the body. In the Accelerate, it's got your pure form of B12. It's got your biotin, your rhodiola, your rosehip, and your ashwagandha root. So now we're increasing our energy naturally. We're increasing our metabolism naturally. We're boosting our mood. We're mentally feeling better, but we're also stabilizing out our cortisol levels. Because, as we wake up, and when the moment we pick up our phone to the moment we turn our TV on, to the moment we put our phone down and turn the TV off, it is just like crisis, 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 stress, stress, stress. It seems like all day long. So our insulin levels stay spiked. Our cortisol levels stay spiked. Our insulin levels stay spiked due to the foods that we put in our bodies, because we're always in a rush and a hurry, right? And so when those hormones, our major hormones in our body, stay spiked like they do, they suppress our other hormones. And so therefore they don't really get to function the way they really intend to. So therefore it leaves us with all kinds of different side effects. And because everybody's body is different, their side effects are different. So what I'm going to tell you is, we're not a diet. We're not a weight loss. We're not counting calories. We're not counting carbs. We're not starving you. We give you a massive food list here. And what we'll tell you is just eat from the approved food list that was actually created by the top type 2 diabetes doctor in the world. So this food list has been around. It's not something that was just thought up yesterday and it's a fad. This food list has been around for a really long time. So eat from the approved food list, and then we tell you to take the drops. They only work if they get in the bottle. They in your body. They do not work if they sit in the bottle. We also have a lot of recipes, cookbooks. We are a community of people here that unite to help you on your journey, whatever that is on your health side. And it's different for everybody. We don't put you in a box and tell you it's got to be XYZ. We kind of just meet you wherever you are and just get to walk you right through your health journey. So at the end of the day, what really matters, like I said before, real people with real results. And so we're going to hear from Tonya from her journey on her drops. Tonya, are you with us?
I am. Thank you for having me tonight. So last September, I had gone on a trip to see our daughter, and while we were there, she kept taking selfies like young people do. And every time she took them, I would see that round face that you see on the left-hand side of your screen. I was kind of mad at everybody for not letting me know it had gotten like that. So anyway, I just had lots of inflammation. I didn't feel good. I had 30 pounds that I needed to release, but for me, the most part was I just did not feel good, and I had that inflammation, as you can see in my face. And then the second picture on the right, that's 12 days later. That's just inflammation that I released in 12 days. It was only 6 pounds. You don't lose 6 pounds in your cheeks. So that was for sure just inflammation. But as I went on, I was able to release 30 pounds. I was in a better mood. I'm 50, and sometimes 50-year-old women aren't always the sweetest people to be around. No comment. And anyway, and so I just, the drops really changed my life. They helped me to make better choices. They helped me to learn a lifestyle. I thought that word was so weird, but it truly is. It's a real thing. And when you figure that out, your life changes. So the drops helped me through all of that, helped me reach my goals. It's just been a huge blessing.
So I would probably say there's so many more wins than just the number on the scale, right?
Yes, for sure. For sure. The decrease in inflammation was huge for me because I carried it in my face, but then I also carried it in the top of my left foot. And I know that sounds weird, but I even went to the doctor and had x-rays of my left foot to try to figure out what it was. And she told me there was nothing wrong with my foot. And I'm like, well, there's something wrong. So anyway, but come to find out it was just inflammation. And on the drops, you know, within those first couple of weeks, that inflammation, the top of my foot went away, in my face. Like I said, sleeping better. It really was just like a complete 180 for me in my life and just how much better I felt. So, I mean, yes, releasing the weight was amazing, but even more than that, I was gaining my health back.
I love that. And Michael, do you want to share with your what the drops have done for you?
Yeah, they've. I was a little bit behind Tonya in terms of getting on the drops, but they've been very helpful for me. I live a very high stress life. My job is, I love my job, but it's very high stress, and so lots of going. And as you described earlier, you know, just trying to eat on the run and probably not, well, actually not eating very healthy, and just even from a timing standpoint, and so just that discipline of a lifestyle, and then committing to it. I saw what happened with Tonya when she committed to it and followed through, and it worked. And I thought, okay, I want to try this too, because I want to be able to roll around on the floor with our grandkids when they come. I want to be able to then pop up and go with them whenever they want to go somewhere. And I can do that. And so, and I'm a few years older than her. I know you can't tell that, but I'm a few years older than her. And so I just wanted to be able to do that as well. And so it has really been fun, really been great. And we're enjoying our journey.
I love it. Thank you so much. So do you want to share with Jennifer, Tonya?
Sure, sure. Jennifer Pierce, she's actually down 38 pounds now, and she struggled with autoimmune, really had lots of pain, lots of inflammation. And in 17 weeks, she's down that much. The super cool part about her is that her mom's testimony is amazing. And that may be your next slide, I'm not sure, but her mom's 80 years young. And what she said about Jennifer is that she feels like she's got her daughter back now, which that in and of itself was just a huge testimony. I mean, yes, Jennifer has released the 38 pounds, but even more than that, she doesn't have as much inflammation. She doesn't hurt like she did. She just feels so much better. Now, Sweet Mary, she's 80, and she would wake up in the mornings and she did not want to get out of the bed because she knew it was going to hurt too bad. And so she, you know, would just lay there thinking about how bad it was going to hurt. But now she's joined the Silver Sneakers, y'all. Like, she walks around the mall. It's so amazing. And just to hear her and hear her joy, it's just precious.
I love it. Thank you. And then we got Pam.
Yes, Pam's biggest win is her increase in energy. She could seriously like outwork anybody. And I mean literally anybody. She is down 12 pounds, but even more than that, her energy is up and she is sleeping better.
Yes, like we said, there's so many more wins than just the number on the scale. And then, so we've got Jerry and Allison. So I love their story because Jerry will tell you he lost 12 pounds because he's the chef in the family. So he was cooking for Allison, who lost 45 pounds. But her biggest wins are no more night sweats, no more hot flashes. Her mood is stabilized out and not coming off some antidepressant medicine. So, and acid reflux as well. You're going to hear from Allison a little bit later on the business side as well with Tonya and Michael. Then we've got Brittany, who's got PCOS. And so, you know, when we first met her, I'll never forget, Allison brought her to a meeting and she took a look at this and she was like, you know, I mean, on doctor prescribed diets, they're wanting to do surgery. These aren't going to work for me, but I'll take them. And I was like, Allison and I were both like, Brittany, just take the drops. She did. 3 days in, something happened that had never happened in 15 years that wasn't doctor induced. And so that got her attention. And so now her journey, she's been here right at over a year, a little bit over a year. And she's down right at 100 pounds. And this is her journey. And we get to just be a part of that with her. And then that's her mom that's on the journey with her as well. And then we got Michael here, who's down 30 pounds. and then Risha. So you can just see the transformation, all ages, all body types here. Randy's down, he's actually down over 160 pounds since October 31st. Men do lose it faster. I know it's not fair, but we'll give them the win. We'll let them have it. And then we've got Ursula is a mother of 6. She'll tell you that, you know, she now weighs less than she did when she started having her first kid. And listen, her kids are paid competitive sports from baseball to softball to cheerleading. So she's always on the go. So you just take them with you. That's how easy it is. Dr. Crystal has autoimmune. And so she did it the doctor's way. She was just so sick and tired of just being sick and tired. Like, who can't relate to that, right? And so she took her health into her own hands. And what she'll tell you is she now weighs less than the amount of weight she lost. And then we've got the beautiful Miss Kim, who has muscular dystrophy that cannot exercise. So diets and weight loss programs weren't working for her, right? Because they all require some kind of exercise. And the doctors at UAB actually told her she was 2 years away from being in a wheelchair. Her daughter brought home a box of drops. She got started, and over 8.5 months later, she lost 92 pounds. Now, here's the most important part of this story. The picture on the left in the white was taken over 5 years ago. The picture on the right in the pink was taken this past April in Tahiti. So she lost that 92 pounds in 8.5 months over 5 years ago. So she has maintained her journey and that weight loss journey, right? So again, we don't have a weight epidemic going on out there. We have a lifestyle epidemic. And so what our drops help you do is create that new lifestyle, because we don't want to keep going back and forth on the yo-yo stuff. That's not what we're about. We're about creating that new lifestyle. So we've got AJ, who's a coach, down over 100 pounds, and Tamika. And so when we say weight loss is the side effect to getting your body back balanced. So if even skinny people can be out of balance, right? So there's so many side effects of being hormonally out of balance. And I say this a lot, men have hormones too. There's so much more hormones in our body than just estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. So, you know, getting your body back balanced is just getting your body back working for you instead of against you, when we wake up every single day fighting our bodies just to survive. And so don't ever think that just because somebody is thin doesn't mean that they're balanced, right? So Talia, she'll tell you her biggest wins is coming off antidepressants. Ernest and Rayshawn, you can just see the transformations that are happening. So again, all ages, all body types. So we're going to just kind of switch gears. We just talked about one product out of 100 that our company has to offer, right? So over the last couple of years, what's happened on a global scale has really merged 4 markets together. One being that health and wellness industry. Today, everybody is way more aware of their health today than what they were a couple of years ago. 2 is that technology. Who would have ever thought that this little gadget could really shrink the world down on a global scale, but also to the masses being able to use the technology like they do. 3, that home-based business world. Well, I don't know if anybody's been to the grocery store lately, or the gas. Everything costs so much more to just move today. But also too, you know, when everybody was sent home a couple of years ago, and nobody wants to be stuck at home, but nobody wants to be stuck back in that cubicle either, right? We like that mobility and flexibility to be able to work where we want to and when we want to. Well, that's what you got your hands on with our company. And then that last piece of the equation, and this I'm talking to myself, that mobile transaction world. A couple of years ago, I would have never had the Venmo app or the Cash App downloaded on my phone. I just was not going to do that, right? Now, it's not a matter of if you have it, it's which one do you have, right? We do it without even thinking, sending money through one of those mobile transaction apps to one of our friends or somebody we don't even really know. If we go and buy something at a garage sale or wherever at a flea market, we don't even think anything about it now, right? So that gives us, the average person out here, to have the same ability that the big box stores or a stick and brick store in the palm of our hands. And that has really changed the way we actually out here can do business. So for us, this is how easy it is to get started. For $29.95 one time. That's not every 6 months. That's not once a year. It's a one time. And you get a membership or you get a business, however you want to look at it. I don't know about you, Allison. Allison she owns 5 businesses. She owned her very first company at the age of 18. And I mean, where else could you go? Could you buy anything? Could you do any of that? Could you start any of those businesses for $29.95?
Not for $29.95. A lot more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you get with that, you get a website that gives you access to all 100 products. That you get a back office that gives you your that'll keep track of your orders, your customers, your paychecks. You get an app that you'll download on your phone. You can run your whole business right through that if you so choose. So you get a lot of digital tools for a one-time $29.95. It's pretty phenomenal. Then we buy in bulk. So there's 2 different packs that you can buy in bulk. There's a 4-pack for $371, and each box retails for $176. What we tell you is that you can go out and sell 3, you get your box for free. Not only do you get your box for free, but it also covers the $29.95 when you sell those 3 boxes. Or if you want to buy in bigger bulk, because you know when you buy in bigger bulk, that gets the price down even more so. So then you get to keep more money in your pocket. Then you get to sell 9 and you get yours for free. But here's where I kind of go, okay, what about when I hear the word sell, I'm like, oh, that's not for me. I can't sell anything, never have, never could. But what I can do is I can share. I can share my journey. 1, by word of mouth. I had those 3 or 4 girlfriends that I knew. We all have those same conversations, right? Like, where's this weight around my belly that I can't get off anymore? Where are these hot flashes coming from? Oh my goodness, these night sweats are really taking over. That I could pick up the phone and say, I've got my hands on something. We've got to do this together. Or if you want to, social media. And social media is your choice. We have an app that you'll download right on your phone. And when you download that app, we'll send you a link. It'll upload right into that app for you. And then we lock arms with you and we help you launch your business. It takes less than 10 minutes. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's what I love about what you got your hands on. So now you're taking your drops and you're turning them into profits. And that's what makes a difference in your household tomorrow, next week. That kind of income makes a difference in somebody's life that we could have never done before, all due to the transaction world, that mobile transaction that's apps that we have on our phone today. But here's the great news is we are so much more than just selling a box of drops. We're a real business out here. And so within our company's compensation plan was actually voted #1 out of all the companies in this industry. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go look that up on Better Business Home for yourself. So within our company, we've only just talked about retail profits, but we actually get paid here 9 different ways. Allison, you own 5 businesses. You've got employees in all of those different businesses. Can you imagine paying your employees 9 different ways?
I can't. They would sure like to get paid 9 different ways.
But so here we get paid 9 different ways. I've never been paid 9 different ways ever. I mean, I worked in a doctor's office. Todd, coaching football, won state championships. He just got a pat on the back. Good job. You get one next year, right? So here we actually get paid 9 different ways. But to get paid, you've got to have what we call is a subscribe and save. And that is just 100 points worth of product that runs through your business every 4th Friday. And so what that does is it unlocks that weekly paycheck, that total 30% discount within all 100 products. There's no contract here, and that can be changed up every single month, listen, there's a lot of options here. It doesn't even have to be you. It can be a customer. Get back with the person that invited you and they can go into some detail on that. One of our favorite ways that you do get paid is what we call our savings bonus, because we're not about putting you in debt. We're about getting you out of debt. And so when you start hitting a certain amount in one of the areas that you get paid and what we call base pay, the company, we call it free money. The company sets aside 15% into an account, into your savings account. And when it hits $10,000, they call you up, congratulate you, and they direct deposit that following Friday. Then after that, because we get paid here every Friday, so 4 times a month, you now get what's called an extra check, a 5th check. So now you get paid 5 times a month, and that's your savings bonus check. And that goes up to $2,000. So that could, then what happens is that's either your retirement fund that you want to put into every month, or it's your car payment, or it's paying off credit cards, or it's your house payment. Again, it's whatever you choose for it to be. That's why it's my favorite part, because we don't, decide for you. This is giving you options in life. Then if this isn't enough to me, now you get to travel for free. We give away, you can earn 2 trips a year. One is always set to Tahiti every year. It's our global trip. And we just got back from that in April. And then in May, we had our Bahamas trip, all expense paid for. And Allison, you got to experience that trip as well, right?
I sure did. And it was wonderful.
Yeah. So, here you're reclaiming your health. You're building in an extra stream of income back into your life. And then you get to have a savings account. And then you get to, take free trips and travel around. That's where else can you go do that? Kind of start owning your life again, right? Instead of just accepting life, you get to start leading your life. And this amazing couple, Tonya and Michael, I would love for you guys to come back on board, because listen, nobody ever grows up to do this, right? And this is just something that when you start digging into it, you really start finding so much value here, and really being able to really start taking back control of your life, deciding for yourself, giving yourself options back in life, right? That's what we're all looking for. So Tonya, do you mind coming on? Like, you kind of shared your journey with the drops, but start sharing your journey now with the business side of things.
Well, like I said, I began this to get healthy. And while I began that, my sister was like, you need to do this business with me. And she's a big old bully. And I hope she's listening so she can hear me say that. But she's a big old bully. And she said, well, do this business with me. And I was absolutely against it. I was like, no, I did that 15 years ago. I'm not doing that, but here I am. And I just basically took Facebook on the journey with me. And as I released weight, I shared. I sold more drops. As I released weight, I shared. I sold more drops. And, I'm the mama of 4 kids. I've been a stay-at-home mama for 22 years. And you know what you don't get when you're a stay-at-home mom? You get all the blessings and all the amazing things of being with your kids. But do you know what you do not get? You do not get a retirement. So we have 1 retirement for 2 people. And unless he's going to work till he's dead, he's going to have to work for a real long time. Anyway, so and we have, like I said, we have 4 beautiful kids, and they're all married now. And to be honest with you, we have 4 kids, and they all live in different states. So seeing them it's not just a super easy thing. Plane tickets, they're kind of pricey these days. I don't know if you know that or not. If you fly much, we fly a lot because we go in to see kids all the time. But honestly, like we began this, like I said, I began this to get healthy. And then financially, I saw that people needed this. People needed this. People needed this. I wasn't the only one in this situation. And then I found people that also needed financial stability. And so, we just kept growing and growing and growing. And like I said, I didn't want this, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it could become. And now it's going to replace incomes, and it's going to help with retirement. So it's just a huge, huge blessing that I didn't know I wanted. just been fascinated by it. So.
Well, I love that. And now Michael's all, I mean, he supported you in the beginning. He supported you all along, but now he's actually going to meetings with you. He's actually like all in. And I love watching. I mean, where else could you go and do something for $29.95, right? And then now you and your husband can actually go create something so much more, not just for your kids, but now you can leave something for your grandkids, because this is a willable, sellable, trustable asset that you are building.
For sure, for sure. And the super cool thing is we have a grandbaby on the way, our first one. So we had 4 kids that got married within 4 years, and now we have a grandbaby on the way. So we're super excited at how this can impact our family and truly leave a legacy.
I love that. And from one stay-at-home mom to another, I totally get that. Being out of the workforce for 22 years, where else could we go back into the workforce and create this kind of income that we want to create for ourselves on our time, right? And we still get to help so many people. And now you get to decide for yourself how much you're worth instead of somebody deciding that for you, you know?
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. And I'm thankful you and Todd being out here and him seeing the big picture. He's like, okay, what can I do? What can I do?
All in. That's what I love. And you get to do it together. Like before, like for Mike right now with Michael's job, he goes his way and you would go your way if you went and did something out into the workforce. And now you get to go build something together. And I couldn't imagine anything else in life than being able to work side by side with my husband all day. And that's the beautiful thing here that we get to do, and help other people go achieve their dreams and goals. And, you know, everybody starts off here small, but as they start getting into this and learning it and understanding the value that they've got their hands on, and it switches gears from that employee mindset to that business owner mindset to that entrepreneur mindset. And that's what you've got your hands on with our company and with our business. So listen, thank you. Amazing to you two tonight. Thank you so much for your time. And listen, everybody here tonight taking a look at this for the very first time, thank you for your time. And just get back with the person that invited you, and we look forward to partnering up with you. Everybody out there, have a great night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.